The energy in Los Angeles suddenly changed when Bruno Mars stepped back into the spotlight, and what happened next immediately sent fans into a frenzy. Bruno Mars returned to the stage for a surprise appearance alongside global superstar Karol G, creating one of the most talked about celebrity moments in Los Angeles. If you are a Bruno Mars fan, a Karol G fan, or simply love major music collaborations, make sure you stay with us because the story has several details that make this appearance much more interesting than a simple surprise performance. And before we get into everything that happened, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the latest Bruno Mars news, concert updates, celebrity appearances, and music industry stories. Bruno Mars has been spending much of 2026 at the center of global music conversations. But after months of massive performances, international travel, sold-out stadium shows, and non-stop attention from fans, seeing Bruno Mars suddenly return to the stage in Los Angeles created a completely different kind of excitement. This was not just another night in the life of a superstar. The surprise appearance became a moment fans immediately wanted to capture, share, replay, and discuss. And then came Karol G. The Colombian superstar has also been experiencing an enormous moment in her career, with fans around the world closely following everything connected to her upcoming music, new projects, and high-profile collaborations. So when Bruno Mars appeared during the Los Angeles moment, the combination of these two global artists instantly became the headline. Imagine the atmosphere. The crowd is already energized. The lights are moving across the venue. Fans are waiting for the next moment. Then suddenly, Bruno Mars appears. The reaction changes immediately. Phones go into the air. People start screaming. And within moments, social media begins filling with clips of Bruno Mars and Karol G sharing the same stage. That is what makes surprise appearances so powerful. There is no long promotional campaign. There is no weeks-long countdown. There is simply the shock of seeing two major artists together when fans were not necessarily expecting it. For Bruno Mars, the timing is especially interesting. After an extraordinary run of performances during the romantic tour, the singer has become one of the most closely watched performers in the world. Every public appearance attracts attention, and every unexpected move can quickly become a major conversation among fans. Bruno is known for his ability to transform a live performance into an event. His shows are built around energy, musicianship, choreography, charisma, and an unmistakable connection with the audience. That is why even a short surprise appearance can feel much bigger than it actually is. The moment Bruno walks onto a stage, the atmosphere changes. And when Karol G is already there, the excitement becomes even stronger. Karol G represents another side of global pop culture. Her influence has expanded far beyond Latin music, making her one of the biggest female artists in the world. Her ability to combine reggaeton, Latin pop, urban sounds, and mainstream pop has helped her build a massive international audience. Bruno Mars, meanwhile, has spent more than a decade proving that his music can cross almost every boundary. Put those two worlds together, and fans naturally begin asking the same question. Could this be the beginning of something bigger? That question is important because Bruno Mars and Karol G are not two artists fans normally associate with a regular stage pairing. Their musical identities are different. Their languages and cultural backgrounds are different. Their audiences overlap, but each artist also commands an enormous fan base of their own. And that is precisely why the appearance generated so much curiosity. A collaboration between Bruno Mars and Karol G has the potential to attract audiences from multiple corners of the global music industry. But there is another detail that makes this moment even more interesting. Karol G's current era has already created enormous anticipation among her fans, while Bruno Mars is in one of the most active periods of his career in years. That means their appearance together arrives at a time when both artists are already generating major headlines individually. Now put them together in the same room, in front of a live audience, and suddenly the moment becomes impossible to ignore. This is where the internet effect takes over. A fan records a few seconds. Another fan records from a different angle. Someone posts a reaction. Another account shares a close-up. Then the clips begin moving across social media. Within minutes, a surprise performance can become a global entertainment story. And Bruno Mars knows exactly how powerful that kind of moment can be. Throughout his career, Bruno has demonstrated a remarkable understanding of live entertainment. Whether he is performing a massive hit, interacting with an audience, playing with his band, or appearing unexpectedly alongside another artist, he has a natural ability to make people feel that they are witnessing something special. That quality is one reason Bruno Mars remains such a valuable name in the live music industry. Fans do not simply go to see Bruno perform songs. They go to experience a show. And when that experience includes an unexpected guest or an unexpected appearance, the memory becomes even stronger. Now, here is where the story gets even more interesting. The biggest question is not simply why fans were screaming. The bigger question is what this appearance could mean for Bruno Mars and Karol G moving forward. Could we eventually see an official Bruno Mars and Karol G collaboration? Could they perform together again? Could their connection become part of a future project? Or was this simply a special live moment created for the audience in Los Angeles? At this point, fans should separate what is confirmed from what is speculation. The surprise appearance itself is the headline. Any future collaboration remains something that fans can only speculate about unless the artists or their teams officially announce it. But that has not stopped the internet from doing what it does best. Fans are already imagining what a Bruno Mars and Karol G song could sound like. And honestly, the possibilities are fascinating. Bruno could bring his signature funk, soul, pop, R&B, and retro-inspired production. Karol G could bring her Latin rhythms, powerful melodies, and unmistakable vocal identity. The combination could create something designed for both English-speaking and Spanish-speaking audiences. That kind of crossover has become increasingly powerful in the global music industry. The biggest artists are no longer limited to one market. Songs can travel from Los Angeles to Miami, from Medellin to Madrid, from Seoul to London, and from Tokyo to New York within hours. And Bruno Mars has already demonstrated his ability to operate on that global level. Karol G has done the same. So when these two artists share a stage, fans naturally see more than a performance. They see possibility. They see two global music forces connecting. And that is why the reaction was so intense. Look closely at the crowd during the moment Bruno appeared. The first reaction is disbelief, then recognition, then the screams, then the phones come out. This is the classic pattern of a genuine surprise. Nobody needs to tell the audience that something important is happening. The crowd tells you. That raw reaction is exactly what makes live entertainment different from a music video or a studio recording. You cannot recreate thousands of people realizing at the same time that Bruno Mars has just appeared on stage. That moment belongs to the people inside the venue. But thanks to social media, everyone else gets to experience a piece of it. And that is how a local Los Angeles performance can quickly become an international Bruno Mars news story. For fans following the romantic tour, the appearance also adds another chapter to Bruno's extraordinary 2026 timeline. The tour has already taken him through major markets, massive venues, and unforgettable nights. Bruno has continued to prove why he remains one of the most respected live performers of his generation. His return to the stage in Los Angeles therefore feels symbolic. It reminds fans that even when Bruno is between major tour dates, he does not necessarily disappear from the music scene. One surprise appearance is enough to reignite the conversation. And this time, the conversation includes Karol G. That combination is what makes the moment so powerful. There is also a larger story happening in the background. The music industry is increasingly built around unexpected collaborations, genre-crossing performances, and moments that can instantly travel across social media. Artists understand that fans want experiences. They want moments they can talk about. They want performances that feel spontaneous. They want to see their favorite artists step outside their normal boundaries. And Bruno Mars has always been particularly effective at creating those moments. His performance style allows him to move between pop, funk, soul, R&B, rock, and classic showmanship without losing his identity. Karol G has developed a similarly recognizable identity within Latin music and global pop. So when those identities collide on one stage, fans immediately pay attention. And there is something else worth remembering. A surprise appearance does not necessarily need to become a full collaboration to be meaningful. Sometimes the moment itself is the story. The audience gets to witness something unexpected. The artists get to enjoy the energy of performing together. Fans receive a memory, and social media gets a new moment to replay. That alone can make an appearance unforgettable. Still, the speculation will continue, because when two artists at this level appear together, fans naturally want more. They want a song. They want a music video. They want a live performance. They want a full Bruno Mars and Karol G collaboration. And if that ever happens officially, the attention would likely be enormous. Think about the potential audience. Bruno Mars fans across the United States, Europe, Asia, Latin America, and beyond. Karol G's enormous global fanbase. Pop fans, Latin music fans, R&B fans, reggaeton fans, and millions of casual listeners who simply want to hear what happens when two major superstars combine their styles. That is the power of global music collaborations. They create bridges between audiences that might not normally meet. And Bruno Mars has spent his career building exactly those bridges. From his classic hits to Silk Sonic, from his solo career to his latest era, Bruno has repeatedly shown that he understands how to make music feel both timeless and modern. Karol G has built her own global legacy by doing something similar within her musical world. So perhaps the biggest takeaway from this Los Angeles appearance is not that Bruno Mars simply returned to the stage. It is that Bruno Mars remains capable of turning even a surprise appearance into a global entertainment event. And Karol G's presence makes the story even bigger. The crowd reaction says everything. The screaming, the cameras, the immediate online discussion, the questions about a possible collaboration, the excitement surrounding both artists. All of it demonstrates just how much attention Bruno Mars and Karol G can generate when they share the spotlight. And there is one final detail that fans should keep watching. Bruno Mars' 2026 schedule is already packed with major moments, and Karol G is entering another highly anticipated chapter of her own career. That means their surprise appearance could remain a one-night-only memory, or it could eventually become the first clue in a much larger story. Right now, nobody should claim more than what has actually been confirmed. But fans can absolutely enjoy the moment, because that is what live music is supposed to do. It is supposed to surprise you. It is supposed to make you scream. It is supposed to create memories that feel impossible to repeat. And when Bruno Mars walked onto the stage in Los Angeles alongside Karol G, that is exactly what happened. Two global superstars, one unexpected stage, one explosive crowd reaction, and one question now hanging over the music world. Will Bruno Mars and Karol G share a stage again? For now, fans will have to wait and watch. But if this surprise appearance proved anything, it is that Bruno Mars does not need weeks of promotion to create headlines. Sometimes, all it takes is one entrance, one stage, one unexpected guest, and thousands of fans realizing at the same time that they are witnessing something special. And that is exactly why Bruno Mars continues to dominate conversations about live music, celebrity appearances, global pop culture, and the biggest moments in entertainment. If you enjoyed this Bruno Mars and Karol G update, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Keep watching for more Bruno Mars news, the romantic tour updates, Karol G news, celebrity performances, music collaborations, streaming milestones, and the biggest stories from the global music industry. Because if Bruno Mars' surprise appearance in Los Angeles has taught us anything, the next big music moment could happen when fans least expect it. But the story does not end with that surprise appearance. In fact, for many fans, this may be where the real conversation begins. Because Bruno Mars has reached a point in his career where even a short appearance can create enormous global attention. His name alone carries the power to turn a regular night into a headline. And when another superstar like Karol G is involved, the level of curiosity becomes even greater. Fans are now looking beyond the performance itself. They are looking for clues. They are asking what Bruno Mars is preparing next, what Karol G could have planned, and whether this unexpected moment in Los Angeles could eventually lead to another collaboration. That uncertainty is exactly what makes the story so fascinating. Bruno Mars is currently enjoying one of the most important periods of his career. After returning to the spotlight with new music and launching the romantic tour, the singer has once again demonstrated why he is considered one of the greatest live entertainers of his generation. His performances have been watched by millions of people around the world. His songs continue to dominate streaming platforms. His catalog remains incredibly powerful, and his ability to create viral moments has never disappeared. But there is a difference between a scheduled concert and a surprise stage appearance. When fans purchase a ticket for a Bruno Mars concert, they already know they are going to see him. When Bruno suddenly appears somewhere unexpected, the psychology changes completely. The audience has no time to prepare. There is no countdown. There is no expectation. There is only the moment. And that is why the reaction in Los Angeles became so intense. Now add Karol G into that equation. Karol G has become one of the most influential Latin artists in the world, and her global reach continues to expand. Her fan base is incredibly passionate, and her music has helped bring Latin sounds even further into mainstream global pop culture. So when Bruno Mars and Karol G appeared together, fans from two enormous communities suddenly had something to talk about. That is the kind of crossover moment the modern music industry loves. It is unexpected, it is highly shareable, and most importantly, it creates conversation. Within hours, fans can transform a few seconds of live footage into a worldwide discussion. Slowly, the clips spread. One fan posts a video, another fan uploads a clearer angle, someone else adds a reaction. Then entertainment accounts begin reposting the moment. Suddenly, people who were not even at the event are watching Bruno Mars and Karol G together. That is the power of social media in 2026. A surprise appearance in Los Angeles can become a global music headline almost instantly. And Bruno Mars understands this world better than most artists. He has always had a natural relationship with live audiences. Whether he is performing a massive hit, dancing across the stage, interacting with fans, or creating an unexpected moment with another artist, Bruno knows how to make a crowd feel involved. That quality has helped him maintain a huge international audience throughout his career. It is also one reason his live performances continue to attract so much attention. But now, fans are asking another question. Could Bruno Mars be entering another major collaboration era? The possibility is exciting because Bruno has never been an artist who limits himself to one musical formula. He can move from R&B to funk, from pop to soul, from retro sounds to modern production. And he can collaborate with artists who have completely different musical identities while still maintaining his own sound. That is what makes a potential Bruno Mars and Karol G collaboration so intriguing. Imagine the possibilities. A powerful Bruno Mars vocal opening, a modern Latin rhythm entering the production, Karol G bringing her distinctive melodic style, then Bruno returning with that unmistakable funk and soul influence. The result could potentially reach multiple audiences at once. But again, fans should remember the difference between excitement and confirmation. A surprise appearance is real. Fan speculation is real. A future collaboration, however, should not be treated as confirmed unless Bruno Mars, Karol G, their representatives, or an official source announces it. That distinction matters, because the internet can turn a simple stage moment into a rumor within minutes. And while speculation is part of fan culture, the most exciting stories are often the ones where we allow the artists to reveal what comes next. For now, the Los Angeles appearance can stand on its own. It was a memorable live moment. It brought two global stars together, and it created an incredible reaction. But there is another reason Bruno's return to the stage matters: his timing. After a demanding run of the romantic tour, fans have been watching closely to see what Bruno does between major performances. The tour has become one of the defining chapters of his current career, and every break gives fans an opportunity to wonder what could happen next. Will Bruno return to the studio? Will he continue promoting his latest music? Will he make more surprise appearances? Will he reunite with familiar collaborators? Or could he eventually announce another major project? Those questions are keeping Bruno Mars fans engaged even when he is not performing a full concert. And this is where his star power becomes especially obvious. Bruno does not need to release something every week to remain relevant. A single appearance can bring his entire catalog back into the conversation. Suddenly fans are streaming his biggest songs again. Old performances begin trending. Clips from previous tours return to social media. And new audiences discover songs they may have missed. That is the definition of lasting pop star power. Bruno Mars has created a catalog strong enough to survive changing trends. Songs like Just the Way You Are, Grenade, Locked Out of Heaven, When I Was Your Man, 24K Magic, That's What I Like, and many others remain recognizable around the world. And his more recent work has added another chapter to that legacy. Now, seeing him return to the stage alongside Karol G creates another layer to the story. It connects Bruno's established global audience with Karol G's rapidly expanding international influence. That is why the moment feels bigger than a simple celebrity appearance. It represents the increasingly global nature of modern pop music. The boundaries between genres are disappearing. English language pop can connect with Latin music. R&B can mix with reggaeton. Funk can meet contemporary urban production. And artists from completely different musical backgrounds can create moments that appeal to audiences across continents. Bruno Mars and Karol G are perfect examples of how powerful that crossover can become. There is also something fascinating about Los Angeles itself. The city remains one of the most important centers of the global entertainment industry. Major artists regularly cross paths there. Producers, songwriters, musicians, actors, fashion stars, and entertainment executives are constantly moving through the city. So when a major artist appears unexpectedly in Los Angeles, fans immediately wonder whether something larger is happening behind the scenes. Is it simply a performance? Is Bruno recording new music? Is Karol G preparing another project? Are they working with the same producers? Is a future collaboration being discussed? Nobody outside their inner circles can know for certain without an official announcement. And that uncertainty is exactly why fans are paying attention. Sometimes the biggest entertainment stories begin with something very small. A photo, a backstage meeting, a surprise appearance, a few seconds of video. Then suddenly, the entire internet starts asking questions. This Bruno Mars and Karol G moment has that exact energy. And the reaction from fans is perhaps the clearest evidence. When thousands of people immediately recognize an artist and react with that level of excitement, you know the name still carries enormous cultural power. Bruno Mars has that power. Karol G has that power. Together, they create a moment that naturally attracts attention. But perhaps the most important part of this story is what fans should not overlook. Bruno Mars is still actively shaping his next chapter. The Romantic era is not simply about one album or one tour. It represents another stage in a career that has already included multiple transformations. From his early breakthrough years to the global success of his biggest albums, from Silk Sonic to his return as a solo artist, Bruno has repeatedly shown that he knows how to reinvent his presentation without losing the qualities that made audiences fall in love with his music. That is why every new Bruno Mars appearance feels significant. Fans know that the next chapter could look completely different from the previous one. And now, with Karol G entering the conversation, the possibilities become even wider. Could Latin music become part of Bruno's next creative direction? Could Bruno appear on another international artist's project? Could Karol G eventually return the favor with another stage appearance? Could they perform together at a major awards show? Could a studio collaboration eventually arrive? For now, those remain questions. But questions are exactly what keep audiences watching. And that is why this story is bigger than one surprise performance. It is about anticipation. It is about timing. It is about two global superstars crossing paths at a moment when both careers are generating enormous attention. And most importantly, it is about the possibility of what comes next. Because if Bruno Mars has proven anything throughout his career, it is that he understands the value of a moment. A great artist can perform a song. A great entertainer can create a memory. And Bruno Mars has repeatedly demonstrated that he can do both. That is why the Los Angeles crowd reaction was so powerful. Fans were not simply watching Bruno Mars. They were witnessing the unexpected. And when Karol G shared that moment with him, the surprise became even more memorable. So now the spotlight moves forward. Bruno Mars continues his journey through one of the biggest eras of his career. Karol G continues building her global music legacy. And fans are left watching closely for the next unexpected chapter. Maybe this was simply a special night in Los Angeles. Maybe it was a celebration between two artists. Or maybe, someday, fans will look back at this moment and realize it was the beginning of something much bigger. That is the part nobody can predict. And perhaps that is exactly what makes it exciting. For now, one thing is undeniable. Bruno Mars is back in the spotlight. Karol G is right there with him. And when two artists of this magnitude share the same stage, the world pays attention. The cameras are watching. The fans are watching. The music industry is watching. And now, everyone is waiting to see what Bruno Mars does next. Because the surprise may be over, but the conversation has only just begun.